Adam and Casey. Okay.
Yeah, and I don't know Adam's last name. I've been trying to find it. The reason I've been trying to find it because he's another ex-cop, ex-boyfriend.
Okay.
He went to academy and didn't make it through, or didn't make it through FTO.
Okay.
And the comments started in March of 2005, and before they were even broken up, the comments were lovey-dovey, romantic, we're together. And then I realized she had already replaced Jesse.
Okay.
I think with Rusciano, the only reason I knew about that after the fact was, as Jesse had mentioned, that he thought that she might be dating Rusciano, but by that point he didn't care.
Right.
And then when it all came out, the fact that the only reason it came up again is his story that they had met at a party but really didn't know each other, which was not the truth. She knew him from hanging out with the guys while Jesse was in academy.
Okay. Did Jesse ever indicate to you at any time, that Casey had problems as a child with her parents or anything like that?
Just the stuff that I already knew about the constant fighting with her mother.
Okay.
Because Jesse one night had gotten into it with Cindy at the house over him being there too late, and Cindy went crazy. She started screaming at him, dropping the F-bomb.
At Jesse?
Yeah.
When was that?
Caylee's born, so that would have to be after she's born, probably late 2005, early 2006.
Okay. All right.
Now, the only thing I found interesting in this situation with Casey reaching out to Jesse, I asked him this yesterday. I said, going over all the notes and the timelines, I said, Jesse, why did Casey reach out to you for a gas can 2 days after the car's already broken down? He goes, what do you mean? I said, according to Scott, and I just had read the reports, I said, that car had already been there for 2 days, and all of her friends are in town. Nobody's gone. Tony's there. Why is she asking you for a gas can? He said, I don't know. He said, but I didn't do it. She wanted me to drive all the way to the house to borrow your gas can and come back. He goes, why does that bother you? I said, I'm going to tell you why it bothers me. I said, if this girl was actively trying to implicate you, she wanted your fingerprints on her car.
Well, we just need to sit down with Jesse and talk through a lot of this stuff. Is what we're going to need to do. So
we're I don't know if you talked about the airplane or trying to facilitate that.
No, and I actually talked to Savage. So just whenever we finish up, we'll talk about that.
Okay.
Does Jesse have a problem?
No, we're trying to get him here so we can talk to him.
The only thing, again, the reason that I called him, and I guess the reason he called you and you got involved is that whenever somebody gives a statement, especially in the case, and normally a statement in a case, we like to get face-to-face, personal.
Okay.
We either get it recorded or written. That's the way our rule of thumb. When he gives information, if it's information that's new, we need to do the same thing. Only because we can't explain later why we didn't do it. We don't want to lend any doubt as to why we didn't take the opportunity, or why, if he offered it, and that's the reason I called him. I didn't say you have to be here. I'm saying, hey, listen, you've offered it.
Right.
So if you've offered it, we want to take you up on it.
No, I know he wants to help you.
Right.
I said to you, and he's hurting financially.
He's never said anything to the contrary. We have no reason to doubt that. But because he brought up new information, especially about Lee and the fact that they were fighting in the house, Cindy and Casey, that's important to us. It's very important to us.
Okay. We just need to get a statement from him regarding a lot of stuff, and we need to be here, so we need to have him here. So that's,
and that way,
we're trying to work that out.
As opposed to having someone else meet with him and someone else asking questions, and not say he mentioned something and we go, wait, you know what? You never mentioned that, or hey, yeah, you did. And I want to kind of bring up that topic again. We're the ones most capable of doing that, and we don't want to pawn it off on someone else and then worry and then have to call Jesse again. And so that's the only reason that we just
need to get him here to sit down with him and kind of go over a lot of this stuff. And
I got nothing else.
Because one of the things that I do know is that when Padilla came to town, I sent him an email. Told him, you're in over your head, and forgive me for saying this, but I don't think anybody really knows what they're dealing with Casey Anthony. Casey's not home. You're not dealing with Casey Anthony.
Well, obviously, Jesse has, he's somebody who's spent a lot of time with her.
Right.
So he's somebody we can ask questions about her, probably more so than anybody else. That's what's important. He's here, and whatever you can do to help facilitate getting him here so we can talk to him would be great. So that's, this is certainly a puzzle.
I think right now it's a financial issue. I mean, he's waiting tables and tending bar and working around the clock to pay his bill.
Okay. Alrighty. That's it?
Yeah, I got nothing else, so we can turn it off. Do you have anything else?
It was just the only thing that, and this is just something that there is a person that I've discovered not in your list.
Who is that?
His name is Dante Salit.
Dante Salit?
S-A-L-I-T.
Who is he?
He is a member of the little tattoo crew, Sean Daly and all those guys. Mm-hmm. Dante worked at Don Reed Ford in the parts department. He also lived at Sawgrass Apartments and moved out on the 17th of June.
Okay.
And I know he's in town because his MySpace page is being updated.
And
he went to Colonial High School with Casey.
How does his name come up in what respect, aside from
I've been like I said, I've been working with Padilla and his guy Rob, and we've been bouncing ideas off each other, and both Rob and I said, there's got to be somebody involved we don't know about. Casey's not this smart. Mm-hmm. Even if she's the one who did it, she's not this smart. And so we began to look for names that hadn't appeared, and his name just suddenly jumped out. If there's a guy named Sean Daly, you interviewed him. Mm-hmm. If you go to he has a bunch of MySpace pages. Mm-hmm. One is called Lake Vag.
Lake Vag?
I'll send you the link. I think the Vag stands for vagina. Mm-hmm. There was some really hellacious drinking parties going on there. And what struck me about that was I tied another guy who I'm curious as to why he hasn't spoken to you, named Brandon Snow. Mm-hmm. Brandon Snow is the ex-Marine. No, he's currently a Marine. Dated Casey throughout 2007 and supposedly got her pregnant last year. Mm-hmm. He has not come forward to you. He's not come forward to family. He's not even offered support. Mm-hmm. Well, he's in all of those pictures at Lake Vag, drunk as a skunk, with Sean Daly, his brother, this guy Dante, and Snow.
Did Jesse mention he knew any of these people personally?
No, he didn't mention any of them. I was the one, I don't know who it was that asked him, Jesse, were you in Casey's area? Somebody saw your pickup truck, your colored hair. And so I went digging, and Brandon Snow, from a distance, in his silver Toyota pickup truck, which goes off-road, matches him perfectly. In fact, Padilla's people picked up on that too. Even before I offered that to them, he said, we got a guy that looks like Jesse from a distance. And I said, you got to tell me Brandon Snow in his yellow Toyota off-road, aren't you?
Yellow or silver?
I mean, silver Toyota off-road. He said, yeah. He said, this is a guy, 2 tours in Iraq. If she's going to reach out to anybody to help her, it's going to be this guy. So those are the 2 names that I've been... Now, I do have, in finding Brandon Snow, not Brandon Snow, Salit, he posts on a muscle car website stating, I'm no longer at Don Reed, the muscle car and his handlebars job didn't work out, and he left his cell phone number.
What is it?
321-202-6398.
And that's off his website?
That was off of I'll send you the link for, actually I saved all the comments.
Yeah, if you
in case he goes back and deletes them all.
That'd be great.
And the other thing I found interesting about Dante, in Sean's statement to you, he said that the last time he saw Casey was at a Wild Wings and Alafaya Trail. Mm-hmm. That's where Dante holds his muscle car parties. I thought that was really, that kind of jumped out at me. And I don't know where they hold these weekend parties for Lake Vag, but there's obviously a lake and some high reeds in the background.
Okay, I think I might have an idea of what that is. Do you have a number for Brandon Snow? Anything else in Brandon?
Actually, I do, but I don't have it with me. I can email you that because on one of his comments, he left his phone number for Casey. And what I found interesting is the girl from Fox News, Kathleen Rochelle, she found his parents. And they said, well, Casey and Brandon only dated for 2 weeks in January of this year. Well, that's an outright lie. I've got pages full of comments from them. And when I confronted Lee with that, what I did was I backed into it with Lee. At this point, I'm not sure if he's telling me the truth. I said, Lee, is Brandon Snow, one of Casey's old boyfriends, has he showed up to help? Is he in town? He goes, yeah, he's in town. This is when Caylee first went missing. I said, has he showed up to help? Did he come give out flyers? Did he even call up to say anything I can do? He said, no. He hasn't dropped a dime at all on us. I said, well, here's what his parents are telling everybody. They dated for 2 weeks in January. He goes, that's an outright lie. So, well, it would make sense why Brandon is distancing himself. Now that I realize that he's a whole part of that tattoo crowd, that just really struck me as funny. Maybe I know that's speculation, but sometimes where there's smoke, there's fire.